All right, so you just saw a little bit of free gossip publicity for Kanye West, my little cousin. I'm sure he appreciates that kind of like street gossip instead of like the other gossip. So my gossip is a lot better for my little cousin Kanye West, and for this title of banking drama as source of all our modern day problems. I'll tell you I'll tell you something. It's sort of it's about this generational gap between old people, right? And people my age and young people. Except maybe young people are learning it now, but people my age are caught in the middle. And this is what happened to us. All right. Old people grew up with the idea of silos. When you go work in corporations, they used to be organized as silos. And then during the dot-com boom and the startup and the tech thing, everything, they tore down all the silos. They tore down all the silos. And everything was flat, like a prairie horizon. You can look miles and just see for miles, right? So that we all grew, like people my generation went to work, was trained with the idea that like everybody could make an executive decision, right? Like Tony Hsieh's office, at Zappos, like even the shoe representative on the phone can send you coupons and return all your money, right? And take it back. Just make these vast executive decisions. So we're all used to that, right? That's my generation. And then the millennials are like, you guys don't know anything. All right. Nothing's really changed. All right. Everything's still silos. Right. So that's what happened with my banking drama. So what happened is this. All right. So I got they said I skipped. I got a free month, but then the computer system reversed itself and said I didn't qualify for a free month, and it caused all sorts of like credit and mispayment mistakes. So I said, can you thinking like the way I do in the kind of business I grew up in, which is like startup, tech, flat hierarchy. Just look out there, and from here you can see the CEO, and up there you can see the warehouse. Just one flat land, right? And then anybody who comes up to me, I can just make an executive decision because we can see what everybody's doing. But still, it's still about silos, right? Different floors and like silos, right? So I'm thinking anybody I talk to is like Zappos. They can make an executive decision right on the spot, right? Apparently, the world hasn't changed that much. Nobody really can, other than tech startups, right? But look at all the trouble they're in now, right? They're in a heap of trouble, right? Because they let everybody make executive decisions, right? So when that happens, right? Like your account raises a red flag with the credit department, and even if you ask to like escalate from like the lowly telephone representative to like maybe the vice president of that department, you're still in that silo, right? Which is a credit silo. Once your folder goes to them, they don't ask how it got there. It's just there. They assume all the other silos have their shit together, right? So it's no point complaining to them that the other silos, the automated banking system or whatever, fucked up, because that's not their job. It's such a big organization, it's not their job. Their job is like your file landed on my desk. I don't care how it got here. I have to work on the assumption that our system is more, it didn't fuck up, right? But so I was telling, the credit silo that their system, their automated system fucked up all this stuff. And they're like, well, look, there's nothing we can do. That's so like beyond our universe here at work, right? It's here. We don't question how it got here. And even if you ask to speak with their manager, it's the same thing all the way to the top, all the way down. So in order to escalate, in order to really solve this issue, you have to talk to another silo. You have to walk over to like the customer service, right? Usually your account manager, right? Because they're like the generalists, right? They're like the people department, right? The people department is like, hey, I'm a person, I got this problem here. And then they launch an investigation, and then they go around to the different desks, AKA silos, and they ask, what happened? It's like, well, this folder landed on my desk, and I don't know. If it lands here, I just deal with it. But he was telling me about some computer problem. You might ask the computer guy. So they walk over to the computer desk. Hey, my client has this, and the story goes, he got a computer problem. Can you look up the logs and look? Oh yeah. What do you want to do? I don't know. And then they take it to a different desk, right? So that's the problem with today's, and the light just changed. That's the problem with today's modern society, is that if my generation grew up, we were told everything's flat. Everybody, even the secretary, can make an executive decision. Give out free tickets to the hockey game tonight if she needs to, right? Everybody can make an executive decision, right? Apparently, it's still not really that way. So I figured out what's wrong with the modern world. It's basically my generation thinking everything's flat, right? But it's not. It's still built up in silos. So needless to say, my banking drama is fixed, and I give my little cousin Kanye West a little bit of gossip freebie. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.